Good morning, everyone. This is Sheila with BlueWater Oracle. As you can see behind me, it is a gorgeous summer day here, August 19th, 2016. Bright and sunny, and it's going to be hot and humid, so a real summer day. Being August, we already have the start of what I call the grasshopper season. Cicadas and grasshoppers making noises that are very unique to August here where I am in Eastern Canada. I hope that you're well. We had a full moon here over the last day and a bit, and it felt strong, felt powerful. I did some stuff to honor myself, to honor the full moon, and today it felt like it was a good reading day, so here we are. I have put out cards over the last 2 nights. My cards wanted to sit out in the moonlight energy of the full moon. So today, when I thought about doing a reading, I always ask which cards want to play, if they all want to come out or if there are specifics. And today I have 2 decks that wanted, a little bit of a surprise for me. So one is the Earth Magic that we often touch base with, but the other is the Native Spirit Oracle cards. These are by Denise Linn, as well as some of the other cards I use. So the fact that they want to come out and play today is interesting to me. So let's see what comes up. I ask you to take a deep breath, come into this space. So this is a moment for you to release things that are holding you back, to release the worries of the day, to release the things that feel as though they're limiting to you or they are limitations. Take a deep breath and don't just breathe up at the top of the lungs. Breathe down into your diaphragm, into the belly area. So let it expand out, forward, sideways. Take a really good deep breath. Let it cleanse. If you're sitting somewhere where your feet can be on the ground, let them sit on the ground. Touch. Feel your body sitting in the seat. If you're sitting cross-legged, allow the energy of the ground to come through you anyway, to come up through your body and through the chakras. I always do a little bit of a connection before I even turn on the camera, and I've done it already, but it feels as though there's a lot of important energy. So don't be surprised if during the day today you want to stop, you want to take a few breaths, you want to feel, you want to look around you, you want to notice signs and signals. As I first thought about how would I start this morning with a good morning, I looked at the clock on my computer and it was 11:11. So this is something that always speaks to me. So even very small signs like that can be huge, can be so important. And that's been a theme over, if you've seen some of my posts, that's come up a few times recently. The cards. So, Oracle wisdom through Oracle card readings. As always, as I pull the cards and I receive interpretation, insights, guidance, you will also receive information that's important to you. So make a note of it, pay attention, give yourself time to reflect on it. The idea of a card reading is not for me just to bring you information, but it's to help bring up info and insights and feelings that are necessary for you to be aware of or to release or just to shift energies. So as you go forward, you're going to be more open to notice things that are super important for you. All right, so starting with the Earth Magic. Take a deep breath, breathe into your body, take a moment. If you're running through this quickly but it doesn't feel quite settled, feel free, thank you, to come back to it and read and listen and make notes again. Sometimes things don't always sit the first time or we're not sure, but we hear it again and we're like, ah, that makes sense. All right. So let's see, I think we're going to pull one from each and then we'll see where we go from there. Just shuffling. I always shuffle. So everybody has their own way of doing it. I shuffle from one hand to the other. And even though I'm talking, it is still allowing me to connect. And I keep going until I feel that either I can't shuffle, like right now, feel as though I can't go further. Double check. Is this the right card? Yes. Yes, yes. All right. Let's go. deck number 2, Native Spirit Oracle cards. I think it might be the first time they're coming out in an online reading, so I'm excited. Let's see. For me, whenever I get to know a new deck, they have their own personality, they have their own ideas. So I really do not know what's going to come up with these. Maybe not very much, maybe a huge info. So let's see. Again, breathing, give yourself time, make sure you're comfortable, roll your shoulders, especially if you've been on the computer all morning. Take a breath. First card. The Eagle, the Communion card. So this feels, it looks a bit like a full moon. I do have a card that has a full moon on it, but as soon as I pulled this over, I felt that strong moon energy. But also the energy that comes with communication. This card, although it says communion, for me it always, or frequently, it feels as though it means communication. So here, communication with what? Communication with who? Your highest self is looking for some time with you. I think there have been some people listening to this as the summer is going on. Some people are taking a lot of introspection time, a lot of reflection time, time to listen to their soul, time to listen to their highest self and guidance in their life from their universe and also from the people in their lives. However, there's also some people who are just full-on summer busy. Between family, between work, between home, between vacation, it feels as though there are some people who are not necessarily taking that reflection time. And this is a call that there is info, there is insight and a connection between you and your highest self that would be of benefit for you at this point in your life. It doesn't have to be a full week retreat. It doesn't have to be a big expanse of time to do this. So even if you just carve out 10 minutes and just sit, it could be in meditation, it could be out for a walk, it could be writing or journaling. There's something that your own self is asking you to be aware of and to have some time with you. It would be like a good friend is asking for that time, and you just need to carve out that time. However, this is even more important because it's you. It's you asking to talk to you. For those who believe in guidance from spirit guides from spirit, the essence of spirit, I think that there's also a big reminder that you can ask for support. You can ask for help and assistance. And from some of these guiding energies, they actually require, or maybe require is too strong, but they really need and want us to ask. And that's an idea of free will. It's an idea that you are allowed to live your life as you want, but if and when you would like some guidance, some help, some assistance, there are guiding energies available to you. I wonder if there are some people who are resisting this a little bit, resisting the idea perhaps of angels, for example, coming in to help, of spirit guides who are there. And some of these angels, like guardian angels, certain spirit guides, are there solely to be a part of your life. So by allowing them to communicate, not only do they help you and they enhance your life and the life of those people around you, but you are actually allowing them to serve their purpose and to bring up that energy within the universe, because they are doing what they really want to do and what brings them the highest good and the highest joy. So it's a win-win. So just ask, put it out there. Let them have some time to communicate with you. The more you do this, the more you take those little moments in your highest spirit, your highest self, then the highest good from your guiding energies can come in. Let's look at the next card. Whew, take a breath. Next card. the spirit of fire. So here is a card that I've actually just recently connected with, so it seems super interesting to me, the synchronicity of it. And I did shuffle and I did go through, but the card has come up again. What's coming up on this card specifically is the heat, the sunshine, the fire. So we are, where I live, we are in the summer months. So of course it's our hottest months. We have the most sunshine and the sun has the biggest impact. But even if you're in a winter or an area where you don't get a lot of sun, the idea of fire and heat is still present. People know it, everybody knows it. When you think about the sunlight, when you think about heat and fire, what is coming up for you? There's something deep down that wants to have an expression with you. I think these two cards are working really well. The idea of passion is coming up strongly with the Spirit of Fire card. What are your passions? What are the things that are resting deep within that are now asking to be acknowledged, to have a bit of communication time, and to be released in the sense that they can come out and play? So what are you not allowing to come out and play? Is it a purpose? Is it a passion of yours? Is it just your own passion for life and for enjoying life? For a lot of people here, we often hear that summer is a time where people can really enjoy. Of course, there are those out there who love the winter and wait all year for it, and I acknowledge you, I salute you. But for a lot of people, the summer is when we do vacations, we do outings with family, we get out in nature because it is warmth and it's more of a holiday time. So if you think of holiday time, doing things you love to do, now you bring it into the rest of your life. What is waiting for you? What is sitting and asking of you? And I just had a deja vu, as if I've said this before. So if it was a repeat from another reading, it's because we're not quite getting it. We're not quite hearing it. And it can be so hard to listen to these passions when we're in our day-to-day living. But there's a little fire. So if you think of it as a little indicator that says, if you were just to allow me a little bit of attention, a little bit of time, I could then expand and bring you so much joy and so much wonder and excitement and happiness. But you have to allow that little tiny bit some air. Anybody who has ever tried to start a fire in a fireplace or in the great outdoors at appropriate times when it's safe for the environment knows that you have to have the right amount of air to allow that flame to expand. This is a little the same principle. If your passion is being held so tightly, it's secure in there, but it has no air, it has no space to expand and to grow, then it literally stays in there and that's it. So here's an invitation. There is something that you know today that you can do that will bring that little passion forward. For me, it was acknowledging that today I am going to spend some time with cards. I'm going to do a reading for you. I have a couple of other readings to do. I will probably connect with another card in this Native Spirit deck. So that fires me. That brings me to a sense of home, to a sense of joy. So what is it for you? Take a moment, reflect on it, allow it to come forward. So we have communicating with your highest self, allowing yourself to come up and to bring you that energy, to bring you that insight, but also to ask for help from our guiding energies, angels, spirit guides, guardian angels, These feel really important today for you. And then the spirit of fire, that fire of passion, and bringing out that idea of what we feel when we're doing a vacation that we love, that fun, that energy, whether it's the heat of the sun or the cold of the winter, it fires you up. So a little bit of time in there. I hope that helps you today. I wish you well and I wish you blessings. This is Sheila Bicknell with BlueWater Oracle. Please feel free to comment. I'd love to hear your reflections. I'm also on Facebook at BlueWater Oracle and my website, BlueWaterOracle.com. I'm available to do in-person readings locally as well as Skype readings and audio recorded readings. So I can also do meditations. So we have a lot of options that we could work with. I look forward to hearing from you. The cards I used today are the Earth Magic Oracle cards from Stephen Farmer, available through Hay House. And the newer, for me, Native Spirit Oracle cards by Denise Linn, also available through Hay House. Blessings for your day. I look forward to our next time to chat. All the best.